the end of the year. So I randomly said to her, I said, well, are you helping out anybody? And she said, yeah. And so I texted 5 or 6 of my tenants that I knew were really struggling and having some issues from COVID.
Wow.
And so they've helped every single one of them. And so these are people that were really struggling and are struggling and really needed that secret Santa to come in and help them. And so they've all been able to get help with whether it was car repairs or utility bills,
Wow.
and this is all so it was really it was a win. It was just a win-win situation all around.
That is fantastic. What amazing news.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I mean, amazing that you had the wherewithal to think of it as well, right in the moment. You know how sometimes you're like, dang it, if I just had only thought,
it
you know?
but I didn't think about it. It was like it was out my mouth, if that makes sense. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't, and I wasn't even really cognizant of that, of asking that, and so it was more just came out.
Wow. That's incredible. Hey,
Yeah.
hold on just a sec. Hey, Leah, would you post in the two Facebooks and that people can post a question or a comment?
Yeah.
Cognitive movement and
Yeah.
author. And you need to share to Gaia.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go home and open it on my computer so I
Okay.
can like answer the comments.
Okay, sorry guys. Normally I'm the one who runs the back end of this because Bill's on. So Leah's here and she's helping me, but it's her first time doing it. So, all right. So tonight we thought we would do something, just special and different. And it's the longest night of the year tonight. It's a special event. Not only is the grand convergence happening tonight, am I saying that right? It's grand convergence, right? Correct me, somebody, if I'm not saying that right. And the winter solstice, meaning the longest night and shortest day of the year. So it's interesting because a lot of us have been talking about what kind of energy does that mean? Because it's dark, is it bad? Or, you know, does it mean that it's, dark and cold energy? And really, it's this cocooning energy. It's the starting over. So think about a butterfly cocooning. If a butterfly didn't go through the metamorphosis from a caterpillar to a butterfly, we'd not have any butterflies. And I don't know if any of you have had a wonderful moment with butterflies. I have. I mean, I've been absolutely surrounded by them numbers of times, and it's the most miraculous thing. And these things with these paper thin wings that are just so brightly colored, just so beautiful. And so it made us think about that there you have to go through this cocooning time. And the cocoon is not considered so beautiful. Even the caterpillar, maybe not so beautiful. But then this amazing thing emerges from it. So we're thinking, what if we could do that with tonight? What if tonight could be our cocooning moment where we're preparing everything we need for the following year to be absolutely spectacular and beautiful? So we know that this year has been not that for everyone. For most of us, it's been pretty stressful, confusing, hard, right? For some people, it's been unbelievably devastating. And for others of us, we've actually found our wings and flew during the pandemic. So we thought it would be wonderful tonight to take this time to actually become light and to focus on the positive things that we want to experience and create. In fact, Marina and I were talking about that this morning. You know, focusing on what we really want to see in the following year. Now, keep in mind, though our American New Year does not begin until January 1, the new year actually begins tomorrow because tomorrow's a little longer than today. And then again and again and again. From after tonight, we begin another cycle around the sun. So, It's a time when we can actually gather together. Those of us who have been focusing, I mean, all of these faces here, so many of you, I've seen you week after week here and in other classes, and learning and clearing and finding ways to make your energy more, to stop the suffering in your life, just put a flat end to it, right? To create more for more people, like our practitioners who are here and our practitioners in training, who are not only preparing, but also doing at the same time, making other people's lives that much better. So I've seen you guys here creating better lives for yourself. So I know that that's in your blood. It's what you do. It's who you are. So we wanted to take tonight to make it even more, to shine the light brighter. So some of you have done cognopositive and some of you have not. So I'll create a little framework for you. Cogno movement at its core deletes negative or unresourceful, negative is not really the best word, but unresourceful in the moment patterns. So patterns that have been gathered in our lives that create situations, or create thinking patterns, create body patterns, life patterns that just aren't working great for us. But there's the opposite of that, of cognitive movement, is called cognopositive, in which we actually focus on what we do want and raise the energy upward of that, creating or installing a new pattern. So that's what we're interested in doing tonight. So I'd like, if whoever wants to share, if tonight could be really interactive, that would be amazing. If anyone would like to share something they really would like to have, know, do, be, or see in the next 12 months that they believe would really make their life or the lives of others better. Does anybody have something? Think for a second.
Say it again. Say what you want again.
So something that you might think of now, or that we might use for tonight, that you might have, do, be, know, or see, that would make your life or the lives of other people around you better. Something that you might focus on building the energy around, creating a pattern within yourself around, making things better, more, bigger.
Liz, it's Katie.
Hi, Katie.
So I think my big one for I know my focus will be on making the transition from employee to self-employed, and what that will look like, and all the potential ways that what my days will look like under a different structure as well. So
what's important to you about that, Katie?
Well, my focus is stress and pain management coaching. So by being able to harness my messaging, being able to focus that more and really figure out how to reach people, then that's that many more people that I can help that have found me via the web, via Cognitive Movement, via wherever they are able to find me.
So, I mean, personally, I know your story and what you're working on, and that is fantastic. But would you share for everyone else, in your opinion, what do you think that helping even one person clear their pain will do for the rest of the planet?
It helps clear it and raise the energy for the entire planet. Every time we clear something negative or that's pulling us down, we benefit all of humankind. Even if we don't feel it, we do.
Man, it's so true. Think about just one person who's not in pain anymore, who's not using pain meds, who feels better about themselves. They can begin to create instead of take. That's a hard place to be in when you're suffering. You become needy on everything in the world, right? You need help. You can't serve because you're in so much pain. So if you can help one person be able to turn that around and begin to serve in any way, that's huge. And then that ripple becomes exponential, right?
Yes.
Exponential. So I love that. I support you in that wholeheartedly. Even one person out of pain makes the most massive difference. So our friend Katie, she's going to make a huge difference in the next year.
Thank you, Liz.
Thanks, Katie. All right, who else? What can you think of that you would like to see, know, be, do, have change in the next year that you think will make a difference for yourself, your family, the planet? What are you guys thinking?
I got some.
Anybody?
Me.
Yay. Go, Susie.
Well, if I could heal my life, I could heal the planet. Because I've been trained for 51 years in so many things, and I'm doing so much now, but I'm walking this week I'm walking. That's why you haven't seen me for a while. I'm walking and I collapsed, and the joint, I broke my hip 5 months ago and it healed in a month, and then they said, oh, they missed a fracture in my spine. So it's just like I can't do the walking in the 8 right now. But it's just like, if I can heal my body, I know. And I touch thousands and thousands of people. And when I'm down, I'm just not touching that many. I'm touching about 400 with music every week right now, but it's still so minimum compared to when I'm me,
Okay, so what does being you look like? What does really having your life healed look like? So hold on just a sec, Susie. For everybody else, think about this as she talks about this. What you do want. So as you write down what you're going to know, be, have, do, or change in this next year, it needs to be in the positive. It needs to be able to be done by you and for you. So what does it look like, Susie? What does it look like when you are healed? What does that mean?
It means that I have immunity from all this stuff coming from, all these crazy things on the planet, so that I can stand in the higher frequencies and heal, because we don't have to be focused on all this negative. There's so much positive happening. And my life, when I'm healed and happy and functioning and not having a lot of people attack and stuff like that, it's beautiful, and I'm happy because I'm giving and I'm touching so many lives. And that's what I felt like when this COVID thing happened. I felt like I was created for this, so, but then all this other stuff happens on the physical level. So yeah, I really think all of us have so much potential. And if we could clear this stuff. Oh, by the way, I want to say this. I'm kind of new with Bill and Liz, and my first problem was I've got at least 1,000 things right now that I want to heal. So I have to take one at a time. And
Okay,
I'm doing
let's start
that.
with one. Give us one thing. What does it look like if it's healed? Give us
If
one.
I can heal my back, I'm okay. I can heal my hip, my back. I can function. I can take care of my husband better, and I touch a lot of lives when I'm up and going.
Perfect. So what does a healed back look like?
Oh,
What do you do with a healed back, Susie? Can you run? Can you walk? Can you dance? What do you do with a healed back?
I dance, I sing, I play music and dance. I play the guitar and dance while I play. I teach, and when I teach, I'm moving across the stage, and I'm jogging, and I'm doing yoga, and I'm doing Tai Chi, and I'm doing Qigong, and I'm kayaking. I'm a very active person. But right now, it doesn't. Okay.
So here's my challenge for you.
Okay.
You stay focused on the absolute joy of singing and dancing and kayaking. And for this next hour, when we do our work, all you're going to do is feel the freedom of movement. That's all you're going to focus on. Everything else is beside the point and outside. So you know how to do this. Push it outside right now, all of it. Beyond you. And for the next bit, all that's there for you is this incredible joy of movement. Sound good?
I got chills just thinking about it.
All right. Good job, Susie. All right. Who else? Annette. I thought Annette was going to open. What were you going to say, Annette?
I just want to, I think what this year has taught me is that though everything could be the way it is, you can still find moments where the suffering that you think you're being exposed to is not something that you can control. And not so much control, but know that there's another option. And I think that's what helps. So the way I see that is the more I can the more I can make that part of me, the more I can teach others to do the same.
So true. I think that's the thing that excites me most about what we're doing with cognitive movement is that suffering piece is optional. We're all going to go through it. We're all dealing with it. But do we actually have to feel suffering? And when we clear it and we don't feel that, man, the energy is so massive. I mean, what's available, I think, is the most exciting thing. When we just don't suffer, like the things happening, but we're not suffering, we just have all this energy to create new, fantastic solutions. Yeah, I love that, Annette. Thank you so much. This week I worked with a man who was suffering with a bit of claustrophobia, and I gave him a bit of a challenge. You know, we test to see if something's still running or not running. And so in this session, I had him figure out how to get out of a burning room scenario. You know, we had to get that claustrophobia moving. And do you know, we have a huge window in my office, and do you know, it never occurred to him to bust the window out? Because his frontal lobe, his logical mind was not engaged. His body was engaged in fight or flight. So when we tested at the end, and I gave him the same scenario, one, his body didn't react that way. There was no fight or flight. And now he had the solution just like that, and many, many other solutions. So, you know, like Annette was saying, when we clear out that fear, the pain, the suffering, now we have solutions are just abundant for what to do next, how to do it next, what to find next, where to look next, and who to serve next. All right, who else? Tell me something good, you guys. What are you going to know, be, have, do, create, see, that's going to make the world a better place in 2021?
I'll
Go,
go.
Coral.
So I want to know unconditional love, and that would put a lightning in my heart and a light in my heart, and I would just have a smile in my eyes and a smile on my face.
What else would that do for you, Coral?
It would just create ease and joy on a regular. I know life comes like this, but I just ease and joy on a regular basis with truly a smile in my eyes, without having to think about it.
Yeah, without having to think about it. And when you just feel that joy, that ease, unconditional love, what do you think that does for the planet?
It lightens it. It's a light breeze, like a summer day.
Yeah, it is. And every person who encounters you, who has the opportunity to feel unconditionally loved, just because they're seen by you, it lights the world. I remember my mom had seen something years and years ago, and she said, this person had said to her about her children, do your eyes light up when they walk in the room? I thought, man, you know, that's something to be really, really seen. And that traveled with me through my whole life to my practitioner training for neurolinguistic programming. And I learned that if I stopped and looked each person in the eye and greeted them, it just made people feel good. Well, what I learned beyond that is one day I came in and I wasn't feeling that great. I'd really suffering with a lung disease, and I just didn't feel well. And I was a little late. I usually got there early so I could calm down and rest. And I didn't greet these few people who were quite shy in our group. And at lunchtime, they came to me very sheepishly and said, "Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, no, why? Why?" They said, "Well, you didn't greet me this morning." And that really means something to me because most people don't notice I'm even here. And it was such a massive impact to realize that what one look in the eyes of real, just gladness to see you, gladness to know that you're here, acknowledgement, meant so much to another person. And then just, you know, take that out to what does it mean to our family? You know, we notice they're there all the time. So what? But do your eyes light up when they enter the room? Right? Do they really light up? And so I think what you're saying, Coral, that unconditional love where your eyes light up, I think that could change the world exponentially by you, just one being, having that ability. So that's a huge one. Thanks for sharing that. All right, you guys, who else? What else are you going to know, be, have, do, see that's going to make the world a better place? Are you guys getting that these are individual changes for each person and how quickly it travels out and changes far, far beyond them? Yeah.
Well, Miss Liz, you ask very good questions. So you got me thinking.
Okay.
So I was focusing on having strong, healthy body so I could do my yoga practice. But you know that I work with my clients is 100% about connecting to the body.
Mm-hmm.
And what occurred to me as you were asking you beautiful questions is that connecting to the body, we're learning how to connect to the planet. And
Yes.
so many people are so disconnected. So that's the thing, throw your own body into the body of the planet.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Marina. That is fantastic. Leah's over here and she says, Marina looks so good. This is our beautiful Marina. She is a practitioner on the East Coast in the Providence, Rhode Island, Cape Cod area, also a therapist, by the way. Well, okay. So this is so huge to me, Marina. And, I hope everyone else can feel what she's saying. The body is the planet. I mean, everything about this physical body is the planet. I mean, like her dirt is our bones. Her rocks are our bones. The ocean is the same salinity as our blood. So literally the ocean is our blood, right? The cells are her cells. Like there's nothing about this physical part that doesn't actually belong to our mother Gaia, right? Now our soul, that may be arguable where that came from, but the body, it all comes from the planet and it goes back to the planet. We know that. So that connection with our beautiful planet and these beautiful bodies, that's massive. And when we can learn to love them, then we do love the planet. So there's so much about this right now, about pollution and a green planet and the climate change, and about loving the planet. And yet most of us don't actually love our physical bodies. How can we love the planet? It's the same thing. So I think what Marina's saying, you learn to love one body, this one, and then you're able to connect with the planet. That changes everything. Everything. Incredible. You guys are amazing. Yeah. Okay. Who else? What else? So if you guys just joined, I know some of you did. The question is this. We're doing cognopause, and we are what you do want. Is that you, Lee? Somebody's back. Okay. So, okay. So you're focusing on what you do want to have, be, know, see, create in the next 12 months that will actually change the planet in your doing that. We're going to use cognopositive, which means that we're not going to clear anything negative necessarily. We're actually going to install this amazing positive feeling. And it's important because if you can actually feel this thing, while we're doing it, you can make it bigger, stronger, better. And now that pattern is what fills out your field of potential. That is what is speaking to the universe, is that pattern. That's what's being created. Because if you don't know already, if you have a negative pattern running in your body, I hate my body, my body's wrong, my body's whatever, including bodies that are in pain, like Susie and Katie are talking about, my body's in pain. That is what fills your field of potential. And that's what tells the universe what you want, unfortunately. And that's what comes back based on the law of inertia and the law of excess potential. So when we can learn to install these positive things, the things we do want, based on the feeling through our physical bodies, we can then have this automatic creation of that even while we sleep, because that's what's running in our system. Okay, so who's next? Who has something they're going to know, be, have, do? Hi, Shay. John, you got something for me?
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Shay.
No, not really today. Sorry.
No, what do you want to create in the next year, John? You've created so much this year.
I just want to be more one, be more present, and just less pain.
I love that. So if you're more present and having less pain, so the more present is the more positive one, and healthy, happy, what would that do? What would happen? What would change? What would that look like?
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. So there you go. That's just it. We always know what we don't want, but do we know what we do?
Yeah.
What would it look like, John, if you were really present? Who would benefit from you being super present?
Oh, my kids first off, and then my family after that.
Okay, so can you picture your kids? Picture a scenario where you are totally 100% present with them. You see them fully. What does that feel like?
It would make me feel happy. It
Yeah.
would make me feel content, kind of like, because I'm actually in the moment and not someplace else. The pain makes me be not present a lot of the times, and it's not what I want.
Okay, so move back into that present and contented. So it's just the exact opposite, you guys, of what we normally do. So John, being contented and present, just be in it for just this moment. You can have the pain back later, but just this moment, be in it where you can see your kids through your eyes and you're just so present and contented. Notice where you feel that in your body.
Probably in my heart.
In your heart? Okay. So follow that out. What does it feel like contented in the heart? Is it heavy or light? Bright or dull?
It's light. It's light.
Yeah. And does it have a color, that contented, present?
Probably a bluey indigo color.
Bluey indigo color. Beautiful. Does it have a sound?
Laughter.
Laughter. Okay, so John, be in that bluey indigo color, that light, heart-centered contentment. Now, as you hold that in your heart, see through your eyes your kids, and then see their faces by being fully noticed by you, maybe for the first time ever, with contented heart opening. What does it feel like? I can see
All I see is them laughing.
Laughing. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, that's your picture. That's what you're going to hold on to when we do our session tonight. Okay.
Yep.
Do you guys kind of get the idea? So it's exactly the same as we do before, only the opposite. Whatever that amazing feeling feels like, you're going to picture it, feel it in your body, and you're going to have to push everything outside for now. All the negative stuff, everything you don't want, you can have it back later, I promise, if you want it. But for now, Coral's laughing at me. For now, you just have that amazing feeling in your heart of, well, for John, it's heart, of what that would feel like to just have your kids see them for the first time with this amazing presence and connectedness. Gorgeous. Okay, who else? Who else has something that if they could know, be, have, do, see, create in the next 12 months, it would change the planet? And John, I promise those kids, when they're fully seen by you, will light up in a way that their lives will benefit everyone else's as well.
Yeah, they're watching me do it tonight. They're just on the side here.
Awesome. Hey, kid, this is going to be great for you. Do they have a ball? Could they do any kind of a ball? They could do it with us tonight.
They're playing on the computers. You know what they're like.
I gotcha. Yeah. Shay, you were open there for a minute. Did you have something you wanted to share?
I think for me, it would be joy. And it's a little tricky to share joy with masks on.
Yeah.
Just noticing I'm smiling at people, but they don't know it, and they're not registering that they can see it or sense it. So that's that would change things.
Okay. So here's one way. Would you like a way that they could feel your joy?
Okay, sure.
Okay. So keep in mind that you guys may or may not know this. The Heart Math Institute has measured our resonance of our heart 6 to 8 feet for a normal, healthy person. Now, if you guys have done Cogno Quantum, you know what I'm going to say next. Or 30 to 40 feet if you're a psychopath, movie star, or politician. Or 30 to 40 feet if you happen to know how to bump your energy out that far. And those of us who have taken Cogno Quantum do know how to do that. So people, even though they cannot see our face, if we become experts at radiating joy from our bodies, every cell that we have becomes a magnifier of that emotion. Now consider the opposite of it too. If we're feeling pity for someone, if we're feeling sorry for them, if we're judging them, our bodies, especially those of us here who have become such amazing beings of light, radiate that. They feel it. So for some of us, we've started to have this practice, and actually Shay's experienced this in the airport. That feeling of blessing, everyone, do you remember that, Shay? Of having that desire to just bless. Each of those people feels it, even though you may not notice, they may not seem to notice you. There is this area around us where their vibration and our vibration meet. If our vibration is higher, it can only bring theirs up. So for you, Shay, what does that joy feel like? Imagine joy and walking down the street and the people around you 6 to 8 feet, because that's how far away they are now. When as you glide against their energy, they feel it. What does it feel like to you?
Well, my expression of joy tends to be kind of childlike. Tends to be sort of skippy, hoppy,
Okay.
dancy.
So you're skipping down the street.
Yeah.
You're skipping down. I mean, can you imagine what people would think? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I mean, skipping is joyful anyway, right? If you see somebody skipping, you imagine they're joyful. I mean,
yeah, isn't that weird? Because if you're skipping and you're joyful and you're smiling, everybody knows exactly what that is, or they have a good idea. If you're skipping and you're wearing a mask, it's like.
Yeah, but I happen to know where you live, so I'm not sure that would be weird after all.
Oh, right. Okay, that's true.
You're true. Okay, so all of that aside, masks and everything aside, imagine that radiating that joy from your body. I know you know how to do this, especially Shay.
Mm-hmm.
Radiate it. Do it. Just let it radiate. Let it build. Everybody do it with Shay. See if you can feel it, joy radiating. And if you don't feel joy right now, imagine that you did. What would it feel like to radiate joy? And as you pass by people and they pass by yours and their little energy bubble bumps in, that they get this little pinprick of joy. What's that feel like, Shay?
Well, it's interesting because I'm susceptible to judgment.
Okay, push it out, just like Susie did. Push it out. Go ahead, use your hands. I'm gonna have you push it out for right now. Push it out. Not allowed in this bubble for right now. You can totally have it back later if you want. But for right now, push it out. That doesn't exist. What do you want? Joy. Let it radiate. You guys are getting this game, right? Radiate joy. It fills up your bubble, your 6 to 8 feet. What anybody else does with it is their business, not ours, right? And they just feel it as it passes by them, joy. Let it fill. Where do you feel it?
It actually feels a bit like a corona.
Yeah. Okay, make it bigger. I mean, we can't have a corona without it being huge. Crown. Make it bigger. Fill up the 6 to 8 feet. Okay, because I know you know how to do this, Shay, bump it out to 20. Just bump it. A corona of joy. Yeah. Bump it out to 40 just for fun.
Okay.
You got it? See, there it is. Okay. That is it. That's what we're going to install, that feeling. Anything else besides that for just for tonight, on the longest night of the year and the birth of the new year, we're going to just push it away. Just bump it out for right now. And only the thing that you do want that's going to change the planet gets to stay. Great work, Shay. Thank you. All right. Who else? Anybody else have one they want to share? How about you, Nadira? What are you going to change in the world?
So I homeschool my daughter by choice. I started doing this a couple months before coronavirus. And I came to this a year after one of my sisters told me, you need to get clear about what you want because you can have it. And so what I determined, even though I didn't know how this could be, I'm a divorced mom of, one amazing 8-year-old daughter. and I thought, well, I don't know how I can stay home and homeschool her and not work full time and how that's supposed to come together. But I became clear in my intention. That's what I wanted. I wanted more time with my child. And so about a year later, everything fell into place for that to happen. and so I say everything fell into place, but I had to have some conversations with people in my life and say, like, look, this is a priority for me. And since then, there have been times when I feel like I'm ready to pull my hair out because I'm home all the time with my kid.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And she's with her dad tonight, so she goes back and forth. So I'm not technically home with her all the time, but I am her teacher and her mom. And it's lately I've been feeling like I've gotten far away from what the purpose of all this was. And the purpose was to give her a secure base attachment and to, raise her to be a healthy, whole individual who knows her worth and feels love as she's learning about the world around her. And on a day-to-day basis, I find myself feeling really down that I don't feel like I'm doing it right.
Okay, Nadira, what do you want to do? What do you want to feel? What do you want to be? What do you want to know?
I want my eyes to light up when she enters the room.
Okay.
Even if it's the 20th time she entered the room and in that hour, I want her to look at me and say, wow, my mom really digs me.
Yeah. All right. I love it. Beautiful. So Nadira, what do you think will change for the world when that child has your eyes light up when they lay eyes on her? What do you think will change for the world?
It's unimaginable to me. Like I know that it's big. And so I'm tearing up now because I know that it's impactful and I can't even imagine the ways that it would be impactful.
Well, think about even just this one thing. She learns how to have her eyes light up for her children. Or what if she becomes a teacher herself and her eyes light up when the kids walk in the room? What if she knows how to have her eyes light up when she becomes a healer or who knows, a salesperson of any kind, when she knows how to have the world feel loved through her eyes? Massive.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend. So here's your challenge.
Okay.
You feel that. You feel your eyes light up and her be seen and the whole world be seen by her after it. Can you do it?
I can do it.
You can do it. Sweet. Okay. So we need to get started. This is so much fun hearing your stories. Is there anybody else who really wants to share theirs before we get going? If you do, open your mic and let's do it now. Okay. So I'm going to have you take a quick note and we're going to write down what you do want. You kind of have heard us play the game. All the story, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes where you're going to get to tell the negative side of that story of all the reasons. And then after that, here's what we do. We clear it out. None of it gets to remain while we do the cogno-positive. All the excuses, all the reasons, none of that, just for the 20 minutes while we're going to do the other, it has to go outside. And I promise you can have it back later as much as you want it or don't. But so write down, what do you want? What are you going to create that in the smallest thing is literally going to change the world? Take a moment. And then if you have yours, we're going to grab the ball and we're going to stay seated. Kind of give me some thumbs up when you guys are ready. Hopefully our dear friend Bill McKenna will be back around 5. I know he's out there somewhere. He's out there on the freeway in LA somewhere. All right, you guys, ready? Give me the thumbs up. Okay, got a few. Yeah. Cynthia, you got yours?
Yes.
Sweet. Denise, I know she had hers. Katie, Katie, I love you. I think you're the only person who knows how to use those thumbs up things in Zoom. I have no idea how that works. Leave it to Katie. She knows. Okay. So I know some of you, I can't see you. Taylor, I'm hoping yours, Kara, Kaylee, Leah Mariah Larson, Sandy, Irene. So Leah is in the chat room. If anybody has questions during, hey, Taylor knows how to use the thumbs up thing. If anybody has questions during, Leah will do her best to answer for you. So right now, I'm going to give you your few minutes of your problem state of the story. Hey, Marina knows how to do it too. You guys have to teach me that one. Not that I remember if you did teach me anyway. So, okay. So I'm going to let you have a few minutes of all the reasons that that thing can't work. You know, like Shay, she said she's susceptible to judgment. You know, John, I mean, his might have been pain. So I'm going to let you have that for just a couple of minutes. And you can have it for this next few minutes as much as you want it. And we're going to do a process where you get to tell the story out loud. And you're going to get to tell the story out loud 4 full times, all of it. Now, here's the thing. None of us need to have our spiritual caps on for this one. I want you to tell the truth, the way your body sees it, with all the swear words and the ugly stuff and everybody's fault whose it is. I mean, let her rip. That's the point of this game. You're going to really feel it just for the next few minutes. So gather up your story, all the reasons it hasn't happened so far, all the judgments, all the complaints, all the physical pain, all the real reasons. I mean, nobody's saying they're not true. So for now, let your eyes drop down. You got your ball, and you're going to have your ball right about chest level, like nipple level, just above that. With your eyes down, you're going to gather together the story, all of it, all the story. And you're going to gently begin to roll the ball left and right. This is a tick-tock. This is not a traditional cognitive movement, just a tick-tock. John, have yours down a little farther, closer to your body. So eyes are down, tick-tock. And begin telling the story out loud. They just don't let me. I can't do it because I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the money. Tell it out loud. Really keep your eyes in the down position. Tell it. All the reasons, all the people who get in your way, all the problems that get in your way, all the past that gets in your way, all the problems. Really feel it. Let your body feel it. Tell it out loud. They're all jerks. They're mean to me. They call me names. Maybe that's my story. Feel it. Really feel it. Telling it out loud. Let the body feel it too. Left and right, eyes on the ball. Just letting the ball rock in this down position. Telling it out loud. Tell it like it is. Tell the real story, all the reasons. If you're at the end of the story, start it again. Telling it like it is. Tell it all the reasons, all the problems, all the people. They're all jerks, except me. I'm a good one. Feel it. All right, get to the end of your story and just let your ball drop to your lap and let your eyes fall. Just let them rest for a moment. Really breathe into it. I'm going to have you breathe into the count of 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Really good. Move your head to the left and yawn, big yawn, gasp actually. And out. Head to the right, gasp or yawn. Terrific. So you're going to gather up your story again. Ready? Gather it up, all the reasons, all the complaints, all the problems. Now your ball's going to come to your shoulder. It's actually going to touch your shoulder here. And you want it about this far from your chin, like hand length. Now I realize everybody's hand length is different, but you know, about 6 inches, about like that. And you're going to move your eyes hard right to start with. Hard right. We're going to be in the left brain. Head forward, eyes hard right. Keep them as hard to the right as you can. Now you're going to begin that story again, moving the ball upward in an arc that goes all the way up to your eyebrow. You're going to hold and all the way back down. See how my eyes are stretching? So the ball is not in front of me out here. It's way over here. So my eyes have to stretch. So go ahead and go. Start your story all the way to the right. Telling it like it is. All the reasons, everything they do. Everything that gets in your way. Telling it out loud. Let your eyes stretch. Now don't take your eyes off that ball. Let them stretch. They might hurt. That's good. Breathe into it. All the reasons. Head forward, eyes hard right. Stay in it. Stay with me. Don't wander off. Breathe. Breathe into it. Eyes hard right. Breathe. Tell them the story. Tell it out loud. Breathe when you get to the top and tell the story again. Telling the story, all the reasons, all the problems, all the reasons. One more time on the down stroke here, telling the story. You can't have it, you can't be it, you can't know it, you can't do it. Good. Let your eyes drop. You're going to need a rest. Let them drop. Let the ball drop to your lap and breathe. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4 and out for 4. In for 4. This is into your belly. Hold for 4 and out for 4. One more time. In for 4, letting your eyes relax. Hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, and out for 4. 2, 3, 4. Great. All right, shake it off a little bit. Do a little dance. Woo! All right, shaking it around. Shake your shoulders, shake your hips. Breathe. All right, blink your eyes a little bit. Roll them around. Man, that last one was rough. All right, shoulder to the left. Shoulder, ball to the left shoulder. That's what I meant to say. So let the ball touch your left shoulder. The reason I'm having you guys touch the shoulder is that's where the ball needs to be, is that far out of your vision. So check, you want it about 6 inches away here. Good. You're going to let your eyes go hard left at that from the shoulder all the way up to the eyebrow here. Now, the more you can keep your eyes in this extreme position, the better this result is going to be. So I'm going to breathe in, gather your story up, all the reasons, all the people, ready, and go. Telling it out loud. Tell the story. All the reasons. Maybe it's harder to remember now. You can't have it, do it, be it, what? All the way up to the eyebrow. Feel it. Wherever the eyes are really tight, you can hold the ball there longer, feeling it. Stay in it. Tell the story, all the reasons, all the judgments, all the excuses as real as they are, all the people as jerky as they are. Feel it. All the society in the world as bad as it is. Feel it. Let the eyes stretch. Stay in it. Stay in. Breathe. Breathe into it. Tell the story out loud. Tell it out loud. All the reasons, all the problems. Breathe into it. Breathe into it. All right, one last pass, telling it out loud. Tell it. Get all the jerks in there. Good, great. Let your eyes drop. Breathe into it. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Really good. Head to the left. Breathe in deeply. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. Mixed you guys up on that one, didn't I? Head to the right. Breathe in. Very, very deeply. Gasp. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. One more. Just let your head drop backwards. Now, this is not attractive. Just warning you in advance. Put your head backwards. Let your jaw drop as open as it can possibly drop. You can see? Like, and when you can't get it any farther open, open it farther. As far open with your head way back. And you're going to take a big gasp in. And let it out. And one more. Get that jaw as open as possible. And breathe in. And out. One more just for good measure. Open that jaw. Breathe in. And out. All right. With the ball in your lap, both hands on the ball, you're going to gather your story. And as you gather it, you're going to tell it and pull the ball straight up the body. So watch me. They're all jerks, or at least they used to be. I can't even remember what I'm talking about anymore. That story, whatever. Straight up. Okay? So begin telling the story. Tell it, slowly moving it up the body. Telling it, whatever's left of it. Telling it out loud. Who's there? What's there? What are they doing? What's stopping you? You're going to end right up over your head. So you're looking through your eyebrows here. Right up over your head. Look through your eyebrows. A little closer to your head than higher. So maybe just 5 inches from your head, 3, 4 inches. You want those eyes really stretching up. Chin down. Chin down. Drop your chin. Eyes up. Move the ball so it's almost out of your peripheral vision, but you're stretching to look for it. Little figure 8 over the head, just in and out of your vision. Chin down, eyes up. Start the story again. Who was it that was in your way? What did they do? What's the story? Who did it? What did they do? Why did they do it? What was that about again? Chin down, eyes up. Let the eyes really stretch. This might be uncomfortable. That's great. The more uncomfortable your eyes are, the better job you're doing here. Chin down, eyes up. Breathe into it. What's the story? What did they do? How did they do it? What were the circumstances? See if you can still find them. What's there? Breathe into it. What did you notice? Breathe into it. What did you notice? Really, really good. Tell it one more time. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. And let the ball drop. Breathe into it. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. One more deep breath in for 4. Hold for 4 and out for 4. Now, you're going to get up from where you are. You're going to walk 3 figure 8s. 3 figure 8s. First, let your eyes be gently on the ground. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 4. If there's any of that story left, you can tell it out loud still if you want to. On the next round, let your eyes be straight forward, just looking at your walls. Really look at your walls as you walk around. Really look at them. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, whatever story's left. And on the last pass, look up, gently up. In for 4, hold for 4. Good. All right, while you're there, before you sit down, I'm going to have you bounce on your toes. Just bounce gently. Just bouncing. Bounce on your toes. Now, roll up on your toes and give yourself a hard thump down. Roll up. And let yourself just drop down. Roll up and let yourself just drop down. Good. Now this time you're going to roll up on your toes. Let your hands go up over your head. So it looks kind of like this. And smack like your ears ring. Make your ears ring. One more time. Up on your toes. Smack over your head. And down. Great, shaking it up. All right, so just take a quick note, what's left of your story. This is the last time you're going to look at it here for a little while. What's left of your story. See if it's changed. Just noticing. Notice what you notice. Feel what you feel. Notice if there's any new possibilities in there somewhere. Notice if your opinion changed. Just notice what you notice about that old story. All right. Give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready. We're going to move on. Coral says yes. All right. Annette says yes. She knows how to do the thumb sign too. Yay. Marina, are you ready? Nope. Yep. Marina too. All right. Yes, Susie says yes. Cynthia, you ready? All right. Kate? Yep. Cara? Ready? All right. Cara knows how to do it too. All right, Lori. Oh, Taylor, do you have a question? Open your mic and I will answer for you. No, oh, it's a thumbs up. Lori, okay, great. Kaylee. Kayleen. It's not Kaylee, Kayleen. Okay, great, you guys. And if you do have any questions, Leah's at the helm. She can answer for you. All right. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to take your hands. You're going to put them up over your head, just like this. And every bit of that old story, anything that's left, all the reasons, breathe in. And you're going to push them out, just outside of your 6 to 8 foot bubble. Just for now. You can have them back later, I promise. Just push them out. Feel them go outside the bubble. All the old story, all of it. It's just going to go. Set aside for now. Push it all the way out. Make sure you get the stuff on the bottom floor out. All right. So you're going to grab your ball. Take a look at that thing you want to know, be, have, do, see, create in the next year that is going to change the world by changing yourself, by raising your vibration, by being able to see those people with love and joy all of the things you're going to change the world. Start to feel that in your heart again. Just let it start to rise, let your eyes drop, and the down position, and feel it. Who will be affected by this? What will they look like? See their face radiate. If it's a stranger, see their eyes light up when they're seen by you. If it's a child, if it's a family member, the closer they are to you, the more you can actually feel it. We want you to really feel this. Really, really feel it. Let it build in the body. Eyes down. We're going to bring the ball back to our shoulder on the left side. On the left, with our right brain, we talk to the universe. We're going to move our eyes hard left again, right here at the shoulder. Only this time, we're going to tell that story to the universe. We're going to tell it to every cell of this planet and every cell in the universe about how that is, what it's like, what it feels like, what it smells like, what it tastes like when that thing is changed on the planet. And everything, all of creation is better by it. Ready? Breathe into it. Eyes hard left, chin down. Start the story. I feel this way. I see that. I do this. I create that. My heart feels. Feel it. Let the sensation of that new story fill your body. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. Slowly. This is a slow movement. Tell it to the world. Tell it out loud what it feels like, how it's going to be. What changes? What do you want? This is a do. I choose. I have. I am. I will. I already have. I choose. Really choose it. Choose it not only in your body, but choose it for your field, your energetic field. Tell the story. Telling it out loud. Feeling it. Feel that sensation of having or knowing and doing and being that thing radiate as you move your eyes. Now keep them hard left. Stay in it. This work is hard too. Feeling it. Feel it in the body. Feel it in the world. Telling the story, letting the eyes stretch. One more time. One more time. Breathe into it. Tell the story out loud. Good. All right. Let the eyes drop. Let the head drop. Shake it off. Wiggle it around. Okay. Quick figure eight. Couple of figure eights. Just shaking it off. Notice how the body feels. Kind of getting used to it. Might feel strange to feel so good. All right. Checking in. Making sure none of that other stuff has crept in. Hands above the head. Pushing anything out that might have crept in. Pushing it out. Make sure it's out. You can have it back later, I promise. But for now, it's out. Good. Eyes on the ball. Hard left. Breathe in. This time I'm going to have you breathe up from the planet. So from your feet up all the way over your head. Breathe in. And let that breath move all the way up over the head and hold. Hold it over your head. And as you let it out, feel it wash down your body like rain, but inside, just wash it down. I hope I didn't just make somebody have to pee. Okay, breathe in, up the body. Feel it wash through the body all the way up over the head. Hold and let it wash down the body like rain, cleaning. Does that feel amazing? One more time, just because it feels good. From the planet, breathe up the body, all the way up the body, feeling it wash and rinse. Hold it up over the head. Let it wash down through the body like rain. Feel it and smile as it moves down the body. Really good. Okay. Eyes hard left. Ball at the shoulder. Breathe in and gather it up. Gather it up now. It may start to feel more internal than external. What is that thing that will change in this year that through your physical body will make so many things better? There'll be a light that just was not on before. Eyes hard, left. Breathe in and tell the story about how everything's different now. Keep the eyes hard left, head forward, breathing into it. Tell it. Moving the ball very slowly. It's so different now. Feel the elation of that whole new storyline, the whole new timeline as it changes and shifts. Notice what else shifts. Notice what else is there that you didn't notice before. Stop and let the ball touch the shoulder. Reset, head forward, eyes hard left. Talking to the universe here. Let's have a good conversation. Ready? Breathe in. Tell them the story. Let every cell tell this story to the universe about how everything changes. This one amazing change in you. How everything changes. It's all different now. You can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. Tell the story. See what else is there. Push the boundaries of what else changes when this gorgeous light turns on in the world. One more time, just because it feels good. What else is different? Who else is different? I mean, when you change this thing, are there some aliens out there on Jupiter whose lives get better? Probably. Beautiful. Moving the ball slowly, keeping your eyes really stretched as you tell the story. When you get all the way down, let your head drop and your eyes drop. I'm going to have you, while you're with your head down, with your head drop down, just simply let your eyes drop and breathe. Feel your body now. Feel the story. Where does it live now? Just noticing. No right answer. Just feel it. Where does this story live now? This gorgeous bright light that just entered the planet. Feel it. Kind of give yourself a nice little bounce on your toes. Nothing. I'm just looking for Bill. So, all right. Nice little bounce. Let it fill the body. With that ball in the down position, we're going to start our, I can't even talk, we're going to begin our traditional cogno movement session. So for those of you who are just watching, if you have your ball, you're going to let your ball drop down below your hips, your hip bones, way down. Move the ball left and right. So just hear my voice for now, no color or anything. Just let the ball move left and right. And it's hip to hip. It's from this side to that side. All the way left, all the way right. Now you don't have to keep your eyes, your head straight. This time, let your head move if you want to, but keep your eyes on the ball. Left and right, right and left. Breathe into it. Notice your body. Notice if there's this strange new sensation of maybe joy or giddiness or happy. God forbid, happy. Feel it. Just notice. Notice if it feels strange. Notice if it feels great. Left and right. Begin to gather this gorgeous new story, that beautiful light that just turned on, about how the world is different now. It's different now. Tell the story. Begin now telling the story with the eyes in the low position. Slow. Move the ball slow to start. It's different now. I choose. And the world has changed. I choose. And my life has changed in this one tiny way. Breathe into it. Tell your story out loud. I choose. Breathe. And the world has changed. Move up just to your hip bones now, just right across your pelvic bones, left and right, eyes in the ball, and you're telling this story out loud. A few minutes ago, I chose, and the light turned on, this bright light. And now, breathe into it, telling the story, this gorgeous, rich, new story. Feel it in your body. Let every cell feel it. Let every cell get to have a taste of that gorgeous new feeling. You know the one. Let it be there just for now. Let it be there for now. I promise you can have the yuck back after, but for now, feel that gorgeous sensation in the body. Let it fill your chest and your belly. Move up to the waistband, right at the waistband, left and right, moving slow now. We're being careful with this beautiful light, bright light. Let it fill your belly, your chest, your pelvis, your throat. Let it fill your throat. Swallow and feel that amazing sensation. Telling the story out loud. I choose. I chose about 5 minutes ago, and now, and now, and now, let it expand. Moving up to the solar plexus, just below the heart chakra here. If you're wearing a bra, just there, right at the bra line. If you're not, imagine you are. Breathe into it. That gorgeous story, I choose. And now this is what's happening on the planet because I chose this beautiful, beautiful story, this gorgeous light. Let it bathe every cell. In fact, let it light from within every cell. And let it expand. Moving into the heart chakra now. My story. I choose. I chose it. And now. And what else? What else is expanding? Because you chose. Ooh, let it expand. There it is. Breathe into it. Let every cell be bathed, radiating from inside the cell and outside the cell, this beautiful new light of your story I chose. And now, throat chakra, right at the throat, guys. Left and right, left and right. Let's move the ball just the tiniest bit faster now, just the tiniest bit. Tell them the story. I chose it. I chose it. I claimed it. I did it. And now look at the beauty. Expand the beauty now. Expand beyond your little family or the people you know. You expand beyond. See what happens next. What else? Good. Move up into the eyes and ears. What happens next? See the story expand. Move out even just the tiniest bit farther. What happens next? Breathe into it. Stay with me now. Let all the cells radiate. All of them radiate out at least that 8-foot range, but for by now, it should be your whole town. Notice how the whole town has changed because you chose. Breathe into it. Move the ball gently up over the head. Now, this is more of an arc. Chin down, eyes up. Chin down, eyes up. Tell the story and what else? And what's next? And feel it. Feel that gorgeous new energy, fresh. Feel it. What else? What else is possible? And what's next? Feel it. Let the body experience it. Even if the mind doesn't want to, let the body experience it. Let it have its moment of bliss or joy or fun or happy or love. And what else? Chin down, eyes up. What else? What's next? Put your ball in one hand, left or right. And now we're going to move into our infinity. This is the head forward. And we're just going to gently let the eyes follow the ball. Breathe into it. And as you hear my voice, just gently let your mind go to what else. Really follow the ball. If your eyes lose the ball, reset, head forward, chin down. And what else? Let your mind wander around in this story now. You can say it out loud or just let your eyes follow and notice where your mind goes. Really let the eyes reach for the ball. It's way back by your ears. Breathing into it. Let the eyes follow. And what else? What else is possible in this gorgeous, gorgeous new story? Let the body feel it. Reverse directions. You're going one way, go the other. And let your eyes follow. Breathe into it, let your eyes follow. Beautiful new story. Notice all the people who have been impacted because you chose something amazing. You chose it. You told the universe. The universe is already making the plans. It's already in motion. In fact, in some part of the world, it's already happened. Some person living on Pluto is already experiencing your beautiful changes. And the wave of gorgeous energy is on its way back. On its way back to you like a tsunami of absolute bliss. Breathe into it. Now move the ball out just a little farther away from your head. Maybe 12 inches. Moving the ball, letting the eyes follow the ball. Very carefully reach for it. One more pass at about 12 inches. One more, let the eyes go all the way out. Hold the ball at all the way at arm's length, 3 feet. Hi, Bill McKenna. And move the ball all the way around. Now, our practitioners who just went through practitioner training, some of our level 1s and 2s came again, know that we are now traveling in time. Breathe. Follow the ball. Follow it out all the way to the edges of time and space. What else? What's next? What is happening now? Let the body feel it. Breathe into it. Let the body feel it. All right, let the ball drop. And for good measure, we're going to do our ears just to make sure we're sealing it in, okay? Big deep breath in, let the arms cross. We're just going to pinch and wiggle. And this time, because we're not letting anything go, we're letting something in, just gently massage. A beautiful, gentle massage, feeling that energy of this beautiful new choice radiate throughout the body. Pinch and wiggle, gentle massage, breathe into it. Breathe into it all the way down to the lobe. Let your hands drop to your shoulders. Give yourself a kind of a hug here. So pushing down into the shoulders, little massage. Breathing in, feeling how everything is new and fresh. All right, push down, big deep breath in, big deep breath in. And on the out breath, pull the hands away from the body. Good. All right, shake it out. Shake it out. Let's move the arms, let them just kind of thump around the body, hang from the shoulders like a rag doll. Let them thump and just feel it. Just let yourself enjoy this new sensation. Let yourself feel, let your mouth smile, let your eyes smile. Practice radiating that beautiful energy at least 8 feet. Practice it, future pace. As you walk down the street, you are this new energy. See your eyes light when you see the people you love. And see your eyes light up when you see people you don't even know. Just in recognition of their beautiful light. Just breathing into it. Good. All right, one last shake. And let's come back and share what you experienced there. Our Bill McKenna is back, so he can join in.
Sorry, I'm Sorry I didn't get to participate with everybody today.
We missed you, Bill.
Thank you, Liz, for managing everything.
Yeah, well, you can help us check in with everybody, see how their experience was. Who's brave and wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yay.
Well, I started feeling content.
Just that, just a little
It
content.
just blew my mind. I went, wow, that's a foreign, and it was like deep. And, I wanted all this joy and all this to do, but it went so deep. So yeah, it shocked me how beautiful it was. Very beautiful.
Lovely. Congratulations.
That was great.
Can I say one other thing?
Yeah, go.
Well, when you said, Liz, before when you were talking and you were having us talk about what our best joy would be, and I had all of this outer stuff. I want to sing and play and teach and stuff. But when you were talking, I thought, when I'm doing great, I mean, I touch everybody at Walmart and everywhere I go. And if I've got that deep, I mean, it was way better than just all this outer stuff. It's when your inner stuff is good, you touch everybody. So yeah, I really appreciated that you said that, Elizabeth.
Absolutely. That is the truth. Thank you, Susie. How beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you
was
for
beautiful.
sharing. All right, who's next? Who wants to share? Shay, I see you're open. Are you open because you want to talk, or is that a mistake?
It was just wonderful. It was a lot of joy. And then as it started to move out, it was joy because everybody was completely free of COVID, of anything, concerns of any type, no economic concerns of any type, no concerns. All of these things had sort of vanished, and people were kind of dancing in the street, and almost it seemed like, because this was a common history we all had this, and it was now a history. Like you said, I had moved forward. I was well, actually, I was sort of hoping that I hadn't moved too far forward. I was sort of making it, this is happening soon, or this is happening tomorrow, or this is, that this wave goes out and everything changes and it's suddenly much better and we don't even have to wait for it. And I was so happy that everything in my life got better. My body was happy. Whatever concerns I had about my body were completely gone. I was like, oh yeah, that's fixed and that's done and that's over and all this stuff. It was just great. It was really great. And everybody, I was definitely not alone. Everybody else was in the same space.
That is fantastic. And I honestly think that is a reality we can experience. If we all focused on that timeline, what else can happen but that, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do it again and again.
I love it. Gorgeous, Shay. Thank you so much. Amazing. Amazing.
I think she just muted herself.
Can't hear you, Liz.
I have a dog barking. What I was saying is that how when we change one little thing, our bodies automatically know that it changes the world. It's not even hard for us to get there. It's what naturally happens. So I love that. What were you going to share, Katie?
So I went from, what I noticed is I still don't know the how, I just know it's possible. So it went from lots of fear, lots of limiting beliefs, to like, I have all the pieces I need. Even if I don't see how to pull them all together yet, I will. And just diving into how it will be to help other people alleviate their pain the way I've been able to do for myself, and be able to utilize some of the techniques we learn in cognitive movement within my coaching business. And yeah, I got really excited to see what was possible.
Well, Bill and I know that that's possible because, Bill and Marina and Annette and Coral and Shay, when we get the opportunity to work with people, the joy, it's unbelievable. it's unbelievable what it feels like to get to witness those miracles. So I know what that's going to feel like for you.
Yeah, it is just fun. It's such a it's such a joy to be part of somebody's healing, or that they, that you have helped them to overcome emotional or physical pain, or some issue that they thought there is no possibility of change, even with partners, right? They're like, yeah, we're getting divorced. No, there's no possibility of change. And the next thing you know, it's just not true. And things changed in the strangest, most wonderful ways. Yeah, it's anyway, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yep.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
No, go for it, Bill. You see who wants to share next. You
Oh,
got to join in the fun,
Yeah,
right?
anybody who wants to share, yeah, just go ahead and open up.
Yeah, I'm gonna, mine was very similar to Shay's actually. The people friendly, no mask, COVID is gone. And for Annette, Bikram studios are open. So
Yeah.
I feel actually a lot more relaxed, and I think my vision is a little bit better. I think I see a little bit clearer.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Ooh,
We
I
had
love
we had the most interesting thing. One a person who has been involved with cognitive movement for quite a while. Well, about a coming up on about a year, a little shy of a year. But this particular person, who I really like, had uh, said they needed to go to their eye doctor, the eye surgeon, because they felt this pressure in their eyes, after doing, one of the exercises. And the most wonderful thing, the doctor said um, that she had her look at the eye surgeon had her look at the cognitive movement exercise and everything, and she had gone from having a hard time reading line 3 to nailing line 3, nailing line 4, nailing like 5, all the way to number 6. And then she had some, became hard again. But the doctor said that I guess she was better than 2020. So the doctor had said, keep on doing it there. And anyway, so eyesight is a real interesting one. I believe my experience is I have people to, after a cognitive movement session, I ask them to look outside and see what they notice, and see if things seem more crisp, more clear, the color more vibrant, that sort of thing. Just something to notice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Marina.
Can I just say thanks for the session today and wishing everybody a Merry Christmas? I have to go.
Thanks, John. Hey, did you get any movement?
Yeah. I feel a lot more calm, a lot more present, and just mostly just a lot more peaceful. Like a lot more peaceful.
Nice.
And like I said, thank you again. Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Bye, John.
Thank you,
Merry
John.
Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. Nadira, are you there?
I'm here. Hey, Bill.
Well, I've been able to, get in the interject myself, but now I'm back in my house. So, how are you? What last session? It was been less than a week now, I think.
I think it's been a couple weeks.
Has it? I
wait.
lose track of time.
Week and a half. Anyway, it's
Oh,
there's been time passed.
now, how is the last week or week and a half, whatever it's been? What is there anything different in your life?
Since then,
Relationships, sleeping, level of energy, how people are treating you, coincidences, synchronicities. These would be possible things that are to look at that are maybe something different.
hmm. You know, I haven't been giving that a lot of thought, but the thing that pops out at me the most is how I feel like I'm ready to start a romantic relationship in the near future.
Huh?
And you know, before our last session, I was like, who needs it? And you know, looking at it, and in all honesty, it was just more of a protective mechanism where, you know, I just didn't. I was like, no, please, no, not that. But no,
Well,
it's
now that's a big change, going
yeah,
from no, not that to let's open to take a look around.
yeah.
That's a huge difference. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And in today's session, I wanted to get to a point where, you know, every time I see my daughter, she sees me light up when I look at her, and she feels this love and acceptance from me. And so during the session, it got to the point I started laughing because, you know, we were trying to like go through the story several times, and about the third time we were going through the story, I'm just like, this story sounds so absurd. And I just felt so much joy and peace, and it felt like my entire body shivered several times, and it was just I don't know, maybe a release or just an acceptance of that new energy into my field, where like this is the new normal.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I
Yeah,
love it
I'm
when
pretty stoked.
when when it hits your body, then you know that is so great. That is so great. I love it. Wow. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks, Liz.
Liz Larson.
I'm
That's
so
great.
excited to hear that, Nadira, that you actually felt it in the body enough to have it, you know, feel like, what did she say, chills, or like the vibration of it? Like that's it. And I love that you're saying that this story all of a sudden got absurd. It's our own story that we keep telling again and again. And all of a sudden you're like, what? Who's talking like that? I love that. It's my favorite.
All right.
Ah, thanks, Nadira. Who else? How about Carmen? She always has a good story. Oh, who was there? Who opened?
It was me, but I can wait for Carmen.
No, go ahead, Coral. We'll have Carmen next.
Okay. First off, thank you, Liz and Bill. I love this. It's what a beautiful way to do the solstice. I didn't have anything planned, and so I'm so grateful that this happened. And anyhow, I felt a definite shift. I will say one of my blames was to feel unconditional love, I might lead people on. And so I was guarding because I don't want to lead people on, because then I would have to say, no, and then that became like, Nadira said, absurd, and I would just magnify. And so what I felt during it was kind of back and forth shift. Like my mind wanted to say that it was still, the old way a little, but I did feel in my body, I could feel the smile in my eyes and the joy in my heart and the freedom of it. I could feel it. And then when we finished, I was envisioning my children and my husband, and just seeing them just with like we're describing. And so thank you.
Beautiful.
That is great. So Zol, 2 cents on something that may be of service to everybody on the call. One way to look at unconditional love, it is to simply look at it as a good feeling towards another that has no attachment to an outcome of any kind. So, like, you can just, I got a good feeling about you, and it's not because I want you to give me some chocolate. It's not because I want anything of any kind, and I'm not afraid of anything. So I'm not looking for something unattached to an outcome of any kind. So it's a great place to start, so that for most of us, when you think about unconditional love, it feels like, but it could be much more simple and attainable. It's just, if I don't want a smile back or anything, I'm going to smile at you, and I'm going to have a good feeling about you no matter what. Even if you are playing the role of Grinch right now, today. So anyway, for whatever it's worth.
Okay, our Carmen was going to share next.
Hi, everybody. One of the things that I really, 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 really want is to keep uncovering all these trapped emotions that I have, so I can be free and experience those higher frequencies, as everybody was saying, unconditional love and more. And if I can do that, then, as you were saying, Liz, I can touch others people's heart, and then they can also feel the same way I feel, and then we can just be contagious, right? So when we finish up saying our story, and then when we were about to focus on the positive, oh my goodness, I got so emotional and so excited, and I feel chills in my spine, and then I start crying, and I'm like, oh, this is happening, this is real. so it was so beautiful. I was so emotional, but so much joy, so much happiness, so much unbelievable feeling of it is true, it is happening, it's real. So thank you so much.
I love that. Hey, Carmen, there's many people, there's other people have been here before. So because they've seen you now over a period of time, is anybody noticing that Carmen is getting younger?
Yes, I was going to say the exact same thing.
Carmen is getting younger. You're getting younger. This is not the first time we've seen this. There's been other people that we've seen this happen to, but it's happening to you, Carmen. Yes, I'm not kidding, and I say that because there's many people on the group here that have seen you. So it's not minor. It's very noticeable. It's not.
Oh, thank you. Well, I gotta confess that I did a cognitive movement in that subject.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. So I was focusing on that because that was one of my fears that I uncovered, that I was very fearful to be old. Yeah, so I was, oh my goodness, I'm so fearful. I'm feared to be old. I and I did a cognitive movement on that, and then I felt relieved.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So that was one of the trapped emotions that I had, and I didn't know, but it was impacting me, and it was just not letting me be who I am. in some way.
How long ago did you do that?
I think that I did it like a month ago or more.
Yeah, it's been progressive. I've seen it over time, but today it's very distinctive. This happened before to Coral. I was calling, hey, we let the teenager into our call, Coral, because she was doing cognitive movement and she went. And it was like, you could see the progression of her getting younger and younger. And it was like, oh my gosh, any younger. And
yeah, and I'm doing the coconut movement more frequently. So I'm almost doing it every day. So I think that that is helping as well. So yeah, thank you.
Well, it's true. It's true. So congratulations. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
I just want to comment that you're saying, oh, it feels real. It feels real. It's real.
Yeah.
Once it's changed in your field and that's what starts radiating, it's real. You will see it immediately. Notice what shifts around you. Be looking out for people who are smiling at you, people who feel noticed by you, people who feel seen by you in a way they've never felt seen before. There's nothing better that feels better than that, than to really be seen by someone. So just start noticing. And of course, you're going to have to tell us what miracles happen. So it's real. These changes are real. They're yours. We've just changed your body. You've just changed your body in a way that now radiates that into your energetic field and onto the rest of the planet. So, all right, Bill McKenna, we're running out of time again. Let's see if we can touch on everybody, get everybody a chance to share. Cynthia, have you had a chance?
Hi. Well, the holidays can be hard with all these old emotional loops and habits that we have. So I was wanting to be neutral for the year. That's going to be a big job for me. And when we were in our session, because this leads to unconditional love, and in our session, when we expanded our aura and I could see these sparkles and pink and golden lights, and I realized I'm not carrying this or getting it from the universe. That's who I am. Yes. It's me. And when I shine and when I take it into a room with perhaps some difficult people, it doesn't matter where I am, because I'm taking that and I just sit there and glow. I don't have to say anything. I can love. It won't be contentious, and I can help them, and I'll even take it to the next place I go. So that's who I am. I'm this shining being, and that's what I found in this session. It was just so real. It's more real than the phone I'm looking at.
It's more real than everything.
I love it.
Yeah, and you are that shining being, Cynthia. Woohoo! Woohoo! I can't express to you guys enough how right she is. That all you have to do is sit and radiate this, and you can change everything. I taught a little girl once who was really struggling at school. She was really feeling picked on. I mean, a hard life, but really feeling picked on by her teacher. And I taught her this method of, bringing up that energy and shining it, becoming big before she ever walked in the room. Within one day, everybody wanted to talk to her. Her mom was like, what did you tell her to do? Like, is she passing out crack? Like, what's going on? And her teacher asked her to be his assistant. It was that fast, just from her learning how to beam up that energy and just shine it, just be it. Like you said, Cynthia, it's nothing you do, it's what you be. So gorgeous. Thank you. Woohoo!
Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. I love it. I love it.
Hey, it's Crystal. Hey, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
I'm having
speaking of people getting young, this is Crystal. Crystal, if we've got photo evidence of Crystal getting younger.
Yep. It's all true.
It is true. What are you doing, Crystal? What's happening out there? Are you seeing the convergence?
Yeah. the town I live in fogged out. So I had to come to another town, which was about 30 miles away. And so I drove in here and I was just kind of following my intuition about where to come. And I came and I parked on this street here because it's flat. So, you know, over a mountainous region. So the fog is just now coming in. But when I stopped my car, I looked up at the stop sign there where I'm parked, and the name of the street is Ames.
That's your last name. Oh my
That's
God.
my last name. Yeah. So I'm like, oh no.
Right on
It's left
time.
on Ames Street. And yeah, we were watching the conversion here, and it is just spectacular. You can see it without a telescope. And, you know, it's called the Star of Bethlehem experience because it only happens every 800 years, and it's so bright. And you could, with your naked eye, you can see Jupiter and you could see Saturn, the larger star. And what happens is they look like they combine at a certain point and makes it much brighter. So it looks like one star. And it's just, all these people are stopping just to watch it because it's outrageous.
Can you aim your camera towards it, Crystal? Can we see?
You know, I tried to do that, but the fog is starting to come in a bit. And if you look behind me, it's actually right at the top of my head. That's where it is right now. And just knowing it's there is wonderful, you know, even if you can't see it. But this camera doesn't pick it up on the zoom. So yeah, it's there and it's beginning to fog out right now a bit.
All right.
Well, you're
Just
bringing it
the
on.
energy.
Yeah, you're bringing the energy through to us, Crystal. Thank you so much for that. Beautiful.
Yeah. And I was working with a person yesterday. I did my first time for a practitioner, and it was just outrageous. Outrageous.
Really? You had good results?
Oh my gosh. It was just an outrageous experience. So, you know, for those people who are trying to get started, I hope they do.
Oh my gosh, Crystal, congratulations. That is huge. I can't wait to hear all about it. You have to call me up and tell me.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Kara, are you still there? Do you want to share? There she is.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I was drawing. Well, when I was doing the session, a car alarm was going off. So I thought that was a really good sign. But mainly for me, it was, I just had this real feeling of joy and just like I thought everything's going to be okay. You know, it's nothing to worry about.
Right.
I love it.
Nice.
Congratulations, Kara.
Thank you. Thank you for the session today.
Look at that beautiful smile. I love it. Look how lit her face is. It looks like she's glowing from the inside out.
It does. It does. That's great.
How about Sandy? Are you there? We didn't see Sandy tonight. Open up your window if you want to share, Sandy. There she is.
Oh, I don't have one of your balls, so I used a tennis ball. But I think I found it interesting. The most interesting part for me, my eyes are feel a little disoriented right now. But the most interesting thing I liked today was my thing is to do with gender discrimination. So it was kind of I chose a heavy thing tonight. And I just was able to, and just take it further outside of me when I pushed it outside of me, where I could just pull all those experiences that have happened since childhood and to this day, just by putting it outside of me gave me that space that I needed. And then I am almost there for the things that I want to be. but there it seems to be like a wave, like I come in and out of it. And then sometimes those experiences pull me out, for a day or two. But I just really feel, I don't know, I just feel satisfied with knowing that I will succeed at my goal of, one of my goals is to bring equality between men and women. And I feel very strongly about this, and it scares me to do what I need to know that I need to do because of my safety. So that was the other thing I was bringing in, to choose to intend to create the safety that I need for myself, and also wanting that safety for all women in this world, so that you don't have to fear by saying your truth and speaking your voice. So anyways, I thought that was just that space, to give me the space, and bringing in that strong feeling of safety so that I can keep moving on in my purpose.
Right.
That's really beautiful. And welcome. It's obviously, is it your first time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I've done other stuff, but this is my first cognitive movement.
Wow.
But actually, it's kind of funny because I was watching Gaia today and pulled on Open Minds, and Bill was on Open Minds. So then I went onto the website today, and then I guess an hour or so ago, I saw that there was this free session. So then I just popped on.
Oh,
Nice.
great.
Well, welcome.
Wow, that all happened fast for you.
Yeah. Just
Well, it's a perfect time for your purpose. Your the how do I put this? There is a migration underway that's taking us, and I've done some talks on this, so maybe you could see it on some of them on YouTube, but that as a species, we're going from the third dimension to the fourth, and some of us to the fifth dimension. And the whole equality thing is just a natural migration. So this is very natural progression, and there's just a huge wave of energy / support for your purpose, and it's happening. And anyway, the world needs you, to do your part in bringing it complete. So you were born at the right time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Sandy, if you hang on just to the very end, I'm going to share, how you can find out more about this work. But there is a real component with using the ball with activating both hemispheres of the brain. You can definitely get some success without it, but there's so much more with it. So if you have your ball and you want to do this again, it'll be on Facebook and you'll have the full experience. And if you do it again, focus on what it feels like to see that actually being in the world. So with this work, what we're doing is installing. So normally we're deleting. This time we're installing programs or neurological loops in the physical body that will, 100% of the time be generating that out into your own energetic field. So just have it be as pure a feeling of absolute equality and beauty and safety for all, without any of the pieces, any of the story, just the whole thing clear. And you'll have that installation where you'll walk around in the world as though that is the truth, and it will become the truth. So I'm so excited for you to have that opportunity.
That makes me want to cry, but happy cry.
Yeah. So good. Thank you. Thank you so much and welcome. So we have Kaylina, Taylor, and Lori left. Would any of you like to share? go ahead and just open your window. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of bring us to a close, but I want to share with you guys, if you're new, welcome and thank you so much for being here tonight with us. If you didn't realize, this is the founder of Cognitive Movement, Bill McKenna. He came to the party late tonight because he was on the road. I'm Liz Larson. I co-develop with Bill Cognitive Movement and all the things that we have going on here. And even if you've never been here before, you can probably start to see from the experience tonight and from what everyone else shared, the impact that this work can have on how you feel and how you see the world and how the world behaves around you. That's the thing that we call a miracle in Cognitive Movement. You change the program that's running in your body and all of a sudden the world looks like a brand new place. And we experience it day after day. Like Crystal said with her first session today, it's absolutely fabulous and unbelievable what that feels like in the body. But what's more than that is what happens when you go out into the world. So the first step is to go through what we call basic training. It's on our website, cognitivemovement.com. There's a big arrow that says start here. And you will have the opportunity to learn each step. We want you to know why you're doing it, how to do it, how to repeat it and do it for yourself. We want you to come to as many classes as you want to because it's fun, because you get the opportunity to be with community. But you can do this for yourself daily, like Carmen said, and get real and lasting changes in relationship, energy, creativity, focus, learning, eyesight, getting younger evidently is a thing, and more and more and more. And each of those changes the world around you as you do. And I know that's a big claim, but if you go on and see some of the testimonials or talk to anybody in the Facebook groups, they literally see their lives change exponentially. Some of us are just doing it 3 minutes at a time. So basic training, you get 2 balls, a beach ball style and the soccer ball style. It does help you harmonize the left and right sides of the brain first and foremost. Gets your body ready to learn. All of the learning centers, auditory, visual, and kinesthetic, are activated, turned on. So you'll learn faster. I mean, that's fantastic. Anyway, and then we get 3 sessions, full sessions where Bill is guiding you through. One's for body, one's for emotion, and one's for cravings. You can do almost anything with those 3 sessions. And then you get a troubleshooting session that actually takes you through all the things that, you know, if you're not getting the result you want, all those questions are answered for you right there. It's a super comprehensive program. For anybody who buys the class between now and tomorrow evening, Bill is going to send the balls overnight. I don't know that they'll get there by Christmas by now. But more than that, you get to come to the very last Cognitive Movement training of the year, which is food and cravings. It's an amazing class. We're going to unveil a brand new process that Bill just discovered last week. So we'll be doing 4 very quick processes to change the way that you feel about food in your body. So that's going to be amazing. You'll get that for free. That's a $100 class. So it's about $499 worth of stuff for $299. So cognitivemovement.com, basic training is the place to start. It also sets you up for, if you want to become a practitioner, you must go through that course first. And it's a prerequisite for a lot of our bigger classes. So I just want to say thank you, Bill. Any last statements for this beautiful solstice?
Oh my gosh, I'm just so happy that y'all showed up, and you know what? I think it was a blessing that Liz, that you did this today. It really, I listened to the whole thing and I thought it was wonderful. So I just, as evidenced by everybody's comments, that was just so great. Thank you all for coming tonight, and thank you all for this year. This has been a great year. I'm not sure if we have another, I don't know, I guess the time's run out. This is our last session for the year of free.
We have one more. Wednesday night, we have food and cravings.
But we don't.
On Wednesday night is our last session.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is our last one for the year. Anyway, thank you for all for the most wonderful year, and Liz and Leah with Cognitive Movement. You know, without them, we wouldn't be here. That's for sure. So anyway, thank you all, and I'll look forward to seeing you hopefully Wednesday.
And everybody, we want to hear from you. Go in the chat rooms. If you're in the private portal chat room, please share there. You can share at Bill McKenna author or Cogno Movement page. Share with us your stories. Let us know what happens. We really want to hear from you, what happens after tonight. So beautiful, happy solstice and grand convergence night. May you have everything you've ever dreamed of in the next year. And may you have so much love, so much laughter, and a little bit of wine. See you guys later. Bye. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Bye,
you. Thank
Susie.
you.